Welcome to the Head Coach American Football Dice Game. We'll now be discussing the play result sheet. Now, even if you're using the computer game, there's a document that's being used primarily for the board game called the play result sheet. You should print it and look at it because it contains the result of yardage. So if you want to get familiar with the game and see how you can get good result depending on the situation, you should take a quick look at it, and that's what we'll be doing now. I have now an extract of the play result sheet, and this is the first page, and it concerns the run center play itself. So this gives you the result of the run center that the computer would use as well as the board game. Now, what may interest you is the play sequence and knowing what will happen in that for that play. So it gives you the rule that I've just described earlier. So that's why it would be a good reference for you to have. So if the offensive play choose run center, and you have in the play sequence here, if the blitz in the same direction, then you would use the 1A result, which would mean strong defense. And as you can see here, it may not mean much to you now, but you can see that result of yardage are pretty limited. While if the blitz is not in the same direction, or there's a covered zone in the same direction, then that's a weak defense, and I'll show you 1B, which is a pretty good result. Like compared to this one, you can see that the result, depending on the dice, would be much better. Now the otherwise, where the first two situations are not met, that's kind of in between the two, the strong and the weak. And the similar thing happened for the run left and run right. Similar rule would happen, but there's slightly different result for those play. But the same thing, same sequence happen. Like if it's in the same direction, you go to 2A. If it's a weak defense, you go to 2B. 2B, or otherwise you would go to 2C. Now take a look at it, and that would be again beneficial for you to know. For the passing play, I wanted to show you the general sequence that's being indicated in the play result sheet. There's a lot of information here, and it's all pertaining to understand the board game. So if you want to understand it fully, then I suggest to take the next video, which are really toward the board game. But it would be a good thing for you to know what would be the chance for you to succeed in the play. So analyze the play result sheet. And now we'll only focus on the play sequence. So the first thing that happened here is you do the quarterback rush, and if that didn't succeed, then you go with the play. And here I only want to show you if it's a successful zone coverage, then it's a strong defense. So the blue underneath, and I'll show you that now, would mean an incomplete pass. So you see there's a lot of blue here, so there's a lot of chance of incomplete pass when there's a strong defense. While if it's a weak defense, so an extra coverage of other zone or blitz in the same direction of a pass, then the blue would indicate successful pass rather than incompleted pass. So you see there's much more chance of completed pass when there's a weak defense. Now, in addition, for the strong defense, what you can see here is on a successful pass, there's no extra run. So you cannot go to extra run and try to run further down the ball. While on successful pass for a weak defense, then you go to the extra run. So that really tell you what are the rules. They're really indicated in the play result sheet. So you may refer to it even if you're playing with the computer game.